My sponsor Rock Bottom is currently running a special deal. Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com and use code Zirksee at checkout for a 30% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the Madden 21 pre-order bonuses and going over which one I think you guys should get. Now, I know that I've done this in the past couple of years, and it seems to help a lot of you out, but let me know down below which edition you guys plan to get and why exactly you think it's worth it. If you didn't know, the base edition costs $60, then the step up is $80, and finally we have the MVP edition, which of course is going to be $100. When it comes to pre-order editions, there are a bunch of different things that go along with it, and I think a big factor that actually comes into which edition should you get kind of goes with, do you play Ultimate Team or are you more of a franchise type person? Because that really is going to change around. Is it worth spending a little bit more money? But before we go any farther, I do want to give a shout out to Bob Jones for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. So let's get into the first pre-order edition. I'm going to go over the standard edition. I also want to mention that currently, I'm not quite sure if you can pre-order on Xbox or PlayStation at the time I'm recording this video. I don't believe you can. I'm recording this video on Tuesday, the 16th. You guys should be seeing this video on Wednesday, so let me know down below if you guys can pre-order on Xbox and PlayStation just yet. But let's go over the base pre-order, kind of let you guys know exactly what's going to be in everything. So as you guys can see with the Madden 21 base pre-order here, you do see that you get your choice of a uniform pack. Now the uniform pack really doesn't change much at all. But you choose one of 3 Superstar KO uniforms in Madden Ultimate Team, which is kind of cool. You know, you get some custom uniforms to use, but this is a big thing right here. Now I will say you get this with every single pre-order edition. The standard, you get it with the step up, and you also get it with the final one, which of course is the MVP. You get a choice of one of 32 elite players from a Team Elite pack. Now I do want to mention that these players usually do not go into power-ups. They did not last year, and they were 82 overalls. I'm going to show you the stats on some of them so that way you kind of know what to expect. But in case you're curious of what players would actually be available, we do have Khalil Mack, Geno Atkins, Micah Hyde, Von Miller. You guys can see the list right here. Nick Chubb, Mike Evans, Chandler Jones, Joey Bosa, Patrick Mahomes, Quentin Nelson, Ezekiel Elliott, Byron Jones, Zach Ertz, Grady Jarrett, Kittle, Barkley, Linder, Jamal Adams. You guys can see the list. I will say that we don't know the overalls of them yet, and we also don't know the stats of them. However, once the database drops, because they do actually release the Madden 20 Ultimate Team database, so the Madden 21 anyways, they do release the database over on Muthead a little bit before the game actually comes out. So once that is revealed, I'll probably make a couple more videos for you guys updating you exactly on what you should do first, what pre-order player you should go with. I want to let you know right now though, I am not a fan of going with, say, Patrick Mahomes, because obviously if you go with him, it's only an 82 overall quarterback. Keep in mind these players are NAT, and as I said, you probably will not be able to add them to the power up because they're going to be different overalls than their actual elite cards. I don't think you're going to be able to take, you know, Patrick Mahomes and throw him into his elite. It's not going to be the same overall. Now, aside from just that, you do also get 5 gold team fantasy packs, which again, I will make a video going over which team you guys should choose for your fantasy packs. When that does come out, you know, we can see which team has the most elites, which team has the most, the highest overall elites, the biggest risk/reward team, everything like that. But you guys can see with the gold team fantasy packs, you get to choose one of 32 teams. Once you choose your team, it contains 2 gold or better players and 3 silver or better players. Now, I do want to let you guys know that, of course, I did get the best edition of the game last year, so I did get 15, which again, this year, I believe, want to say it is also 15 gold team fantasy packs. You get the MVP edition. I got 4 total elites. I got an 85, an 83, and 282. So I went back and checked that video out. About 1 every 3 packs you get an elite, and I didn't pull any 80 overalls. I did get 185 Larry Allen, which was decent, but it's not like you're gonna pull something crazy out of these. Don't expect to get those 5 gold team fantasy packs and get like Aaron Donald. So that was the base pre-order edition. As I said, that should be $60. And you know, it's kind of cool. This is just like for a normal person to go ahead and get. You get your choice of the uniform. You get 1 of 32 elites. We don't know the overalls yet. And you get the 5 gold team fantasy packs. So not bad. And now we get into the Deluxe Edition. Now, of course, the Deluxe Edition is going to be $20 additional. This will be $80 per usual, like every single year. Now, the biggest difference to me between the Deluxe and the Standard is definitely going to be the 3 days early access. Now, if you guys are a Madden Ultimate Team player, you know just how important 3 days of early playing can really make a difference. Like, that really changes a lot. That allows you to get more solos done. That allows you to get your MUT level up. That allows you to do basically a ton in that 3-day span. If you play enough, you can easily get your team up and be ready to compete against people who don't get the Deluxe Edition. It is a huge advantage. Like, I cannot stress that enough. $20 for 3 days early. I really feel like it is probably worth it to go ahead and get if you have enough time to play Ultimate Team for a couple hours a day during that 3 days. It definitely is worth it to do if you play Ultimate Team. Given it is $20 extra, so it's $20. It is what it is there. For 3 days early access, though, I do believe that it would be worth it to you. Now, aside from just that, though, not only do you get the 3 days early access, but you can see you actually get 12 Gold Team Fantasy Packs instead of just 5. So you get 7 additional ones. Now, as my numbers were, of course, you know, they could vary here. I got in the lead about every 3 packs, right? So on average, you may get 2 if you get the standard edition. With this one, you may get 4 elites. You may be able to make a little bit extra coins. So it's definitely not a terrible idea. But I think that with the addition of, you know, the 3 days, that is huge. So you'll be able to play the game on August 25th. Everyone else playing on August 28th. I really feel like if you play Ultimate Team, you should try to get the Deluxe if you can. And finally, we have the MVP edition. Also, something else I should really mention here. When it comes to if you play Ultimate Team or not, right? If you don't play Ultimate Team, if you're still going to pre-order the game, maybe you should try to dip into Ultimate Team, because literally all of the pre-order bonuses, anything extra, is all Ultimate Team related. You can see EA is really trying to push that over there. If you don't play Ultimate Team, it's probably not worth it for you to get anything but the standard. But MVP, I'm going to let you guys know right now. Last year, if you take a look at the MVP and you take a look at the little bonus up one, I really feel like the middle was pretty solid last year, right? There wasn't anything too crazy with going with the step up, the $100 edition. This is $100. Definitely a decent amount of money. You guys can see, once again, you do get the 3 days early access, which is awesome again, but a little bit different here. You actually get a Lamar Jackson Elite Player item with a power-up. Now, that is big. Now, I believe this is going to be the legit Lamar Jackson. So, say Lamar Jackson gets an 87 overall, right? You're going to get his power-up, and you're also going to get the 87 overall Lamar Jackson, I believe. We will see if anything changes, but I believe that is the case. It is going to be like the full base elite Lamar Jackson card. Probably NAT, of course, so you can't sell it or trade it. And then we also have a large quick sell training pack, which is 1150 training. Currently, if you play Madden 20, you might be thinking, well, that's literally nothing. Trust me, at the beginning of the game, that is a lot. That is actually a really decent amount of training points. Like, prices are way different now. Aside from that, though, you also do get the MCS Ultimate Champion Pack, which you can get uniform sets and coaches. It's really nothing too crazy there. The main difference is going to be the Lamar Jackson with the power-up and the training, but also if you come down here to the packs, you get 17 Gold Team Fantasy Packs. So to me, I don't even really think there's a case for you to make to get the standard, unless you don't play Ultimate Team. You could get the standard. I mean, if 3 days, I will say I think 3 days is definitely worth the $20. If you can't afford to get the Deluxe, I think you should. Now, if you're trying to decide between the Deluxe and the MVP, the one big difference here is going to be Lamar. Also, I just want to showcase to you guys, you can see these 82 overall players. This is what the stats on these cards actually look like. So like Bobby Wagner, you know, wasn't anything crazy. DeAndre Hopkins, only 79 speed. Don't expect to log in and get your free elite player and they're going to be like some of the best players in the game. Even Aaron Donald's 82 overall card was nothing too crazy. You know, 80 block shed, 81 pound move, 70 speed. It's really nothing crazy, but it does help out a lot of teams to start. Now, the final thing that I want to talk to you guys about is definitely going to be the Lamar Jackson here. Here's the thing, right? Lamar Jackson obviously just won MVP. Lamar Jackson is obviously going to be, I think anyways, the fastest quarterback in the game to start off Madden 20. And we all know how good pass rush is, or I should say Madden 21. We all know how good pass rush was in Madden 20. I personally feel as though if you don't have an escape artist quarterback, you are really just dooming yourself to play Madden 20. Like, you definitely need to have an escape artist QB with how good a pass rush is. Also, there is a new feature in Madden 21 where you can use or control a defensive lineman, or, you know, an outside linebacker, or a pass rusher in general. And we don't know how good it is, but it looks like it's going to be pretty efficient at actually trying to get some sheds, get some sacks if you want to use a rush. So pass rush may be pretty good. You definitely want to have an escape artist quarterback, and I think that Lamar Jackson is going to be probably the fast QB to start off the year. Lamar Jackson is going to be a solid quarterback to have throughout the entirety of the year, regardless of how his throwing stats stack up in a month and a half, 2 months to other quarterbacks that are coming out. He still may be the fastest quarterback in the game 2 months into the game, and then he'll continue to get some upgrades. And I feel like Lamar Jackson is one of those guys that is going to continuously get upgrades, to where if you got the MVP edition and you got Lamar Jackson's base elite and you got his power up, that could be your quarterback for the rest of the year. Or at the worst case scenario, you use him until you can get a different quarterback, and then you may quick sell him, or you may go ahead and just keep him as a backup. And then whenever Lamar gets another upgrade, you go ahead and pick up the new Lamar Jackson. In my personal opinion, is $20 worth locking yourself into an NAT Lamar Jackson and power up and a few more packs? Honestly, it's really, really tough to say. In my personal opinion here, it would be huge to a lot of teams to go ahead and get the MVP edition. Now, if you are personally sitting there thinking, well, $20 for the MVP edition, it's a stretch to do it, but you can make it happen, or it's going to be a real struggle if you want to spend the extra $20 on the MVP. I'm going to be honest here. To me, I personally will be getting the MVP because, of course, I'm a content creator, but is a couple more Gold Team Fantasy packs and then locking yourself into using Lamar Jackson at quarterback for the rest of the year worth the $20 extra? I don't know if it's worth it to lock yourself in. I personally don't like using the same quarterback all year. I don't find that personally fun. If you're a Ravens fan, I don't see why you wouldn't get the MVP edition if you can, because obviously you could use Lamar Jackson. Lamar is going to be one of the best quarterbacks all year long. And if it is, in fact, the core elite Lamar Jackson, which I believe it is going to be, with the power up, you can upgrade him, you can keep him all year long, as long as you're going to be able to afford to go ahead and get all of his new cards, because obviously they're going to be very, very expensive, especially when having a free Lamar Jackson at the beginning of the year with his power up. That's going to kind of drive up the price on the rest of his cards the rest of the year. If you think you can afford to do it and pick up the rest of the Lamar Jackson cards all year, I think it is worth it to get the MVP. But I think overall, best bang for your buck if you play Ultimate Team, I think at the minimum, you definitely want to try to get the Deluxe Edition, because those 3 days early access are absolutely key. You still get 12 Gold Team Fantasy packs. I don't feel like it's a necessity to go ahead and get the MVP Edition, but it is definitely nice to get. So best value overall, I think I'm going to say Deluxe Edition. I think it just makes sense for the Deluxe, but the MVP with Lamar would be really, really nice if you can do it. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you drop a like on the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know, what edition are you guys going to be getting? Hopefully, we get some more Madden 21 news pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.